gonna keep my arm around you. Cali Steve standing alongside Cal Ellenor. And before we get to the fight, let's get to the important thing, because anybody who has the Cheesecake Lady as a sponsor, I'm a fan of already. Can you sort us out?
110%, mate. 110%. And I promise you, you'll not try a better cheesecake than what you'll get from the Cheesecake Lady.
I'll have a word with Dean Kirk, your nutritionist, to make sure that happens. Look, Nathan Grayson came in. He came in fast. He came in hard. He came in heavy. At any point, were you in trouble?
As far as trouble goes, I'd say not too much. You know, I've been in bad spots many times, and I feel like my experience is what gets us through that. But I was definitely in some tricky spots. There's no doubt about that. You know, he busted us up good. He hit us with some absolute bombs. But I just feel like I'm seasoned enough to get through that. You know, like I like kind of pride myself on how tough I am. That's what I was saying to Fisher in there. Like I was saying, like there's no one who can see now that I haven't got grit. You know what I mean? If you look at my last fight in South Africa, I was absolutely spent before I went in, and I went 5-5 to someone who does that every day. You know, that's his grind. You know what I mean? And I just feel like no matter where the fight goes, no matter how dark it is, like I feel like I've got the thing that you can't teach. You know what I mean? I've got heart, and that to me that's the most important thing. So
it did seem that your composure never wavered at all. When was the moment you knew you were that you had the transition on him, the reverse?
Well, I kind of got like a little moment. Like he went. I can't remember where it was. He went to take me back. Yeah. And I'm used to feeling so much pressure when I'm in grappling exchanges. I grapple with Fisher, who's heavy, top pressure. Ellis Younger, just some great, like Jack Dickinson's really good guys, you know. And I'm used to feeling that pressure on us. And I didn't feel it as much with Nathan. And there was a moment when I nearly turned and ended up on top. And I knew he was going to keep looking for the back take. And then when I ended up getting on top, he kind of half reversed again, and then I can't remember what kind of grip I got on it, but as soon as I got the grip and I knew I seen the opportunity to jump up and take his back, I thought I'm just going to go for it, you know, like I feel once I've got that grip, I'm strong, you know what I mean? I'm a big wiry guy, and I had that, and as soon as I did take his back with it, I was thinking, should I go for the arm lock? And I thought, too risky, I'll just control with the body lock, and I went from then. I went to sink the choke in at first, and I felt his fingers inside my glove, and I couldn't get it out. And the referee was here, and I managed to get my hand free and switched it to what other side, vice versa. And I just got like a nice little palm to palm, cranky, renated choke. You know what I mean? I knew the pressure was there, even when his fingers were in. I had the pressure. I had the right grip. So
it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
You talked about the UFC experience, fighting for the interim title. Fighting in that kind of environment. Did that help prepare you for because let's be honest, this is a big show. Bellator, the European Series, Newcastle, the Metro Arena, Utica Arena, whatever. This is a big deal. UFC help you with that?
110%. Like I was walking out backstage there, and as weird as it sounds, it was kind of like I wasn't as like in the past earlier fights. I'd be maybe terrified, and back there I kind of felt at home. You know what I mean? Like I've sold hundreds and hundreds of tickets in there, as you probably heard when I walked out, and you know what I mean, it's in Newcastle. I walked out with a Sunday badge and I wasn't even getting booed, you know what I mean. It just shows how much support I had there, you know. But I definitely prepared us for that. Like I fought in Africa 3 times now, South Africa, and it's a massive stage, and it just really does prepare you for that, especially fighting co-main event last time and having so many people there. Definitely got us ready for this tonight, like, so I loved it.
You do look like you thoroughly enjoyed it. We've heard Bellator coming back May 4th, but you got a package on the way.
Due May 8th as well, and it's our second, and with the second they usually come early. So let's see what gets offered, you know, because I put Hannah through a nightmare last time. I fought Declan Williams on ACB, and she was in labour when I was in camp, and I was just, you know what it's like. I'm a nightmare to deal with me because I'm so hungry throughout the camp, and I don't want to do that to her again. So it would have to be the right fight. You know what I mean?
Last question, I'm going to let you go because we know Dean Kirk. Well, Dean is local to us. We know how committed he is to what he does. How good has Dean Kirk and his nutritional stuff been for you?
Life changing. I'll honestly see it, like everything he's done, like. From me first talking to him to now, like lifelong partnership. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll never do a fight now without him. If he's cool to work with me for that whole time, I'm 100% with him all the way. You know what I mean? I'll always tell everyone that, and I'll promote him as much as possible because he's done so much for me. I'll do so much for him. You know what I mean?
That's wicked. Before I let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you'd like to thank?
My team. TFT, PSW, Andrew Fisher, my coach, love him to death. Like, he does everything for us. My family, my team, my girlfriend, well, fiance now, Hannah, and my daughter Jessie. It's all for them. So everything for them. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to thank. And thanks Bellator as well for the opportunity. Signing us as well. I got 4 fights. You know, so.
Oh, phenomenal.
Aye, so.
Phenomenal.
Thanks, Sean. As a pleasure always to see you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you
so
ever so much.
you,
We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you.